If you die, there's nothing to fear. Why? Because you either go to heaven or to hell. If you go to heaven, there's nothing to worry about. You will be okay. Even if you go to hell, there's nothing to worry about. You'll find so many of your friends.
He's gone. The man who defied presidents, endured detentions, and carried Kenya's hopes through 5 elections has taken his final blow. Raila Odinga, the son of Jaramogi, the face of resistance, has died in India. Kenya stands still, not in politics, but in pain, because for millions, Baba wasn't just a politician, he was the embodiment of the fight for fairness. It was mid-morning in Kerala, India. According to Indian police, Raila was walking with his sister, daughter, and personal doctor at an Ayurvedic clinic when he suddenly collapsed. He was rushed to a nearby private hospital but declared dead on arrival. The official cause remains undisclosed. Back in Kenya, confusion gave way to heartbreak.
I'll invoke my authority understanding order number 1.
At Parliament, Speaker Moses Wetangula halted proceedings abruptly, his voice trembling as he confirmed what no one wanted to believe. Honorable Raila Odinga is no more.
Now the House stands adjourned.
Within minutes, social media exploded. Nyanza felt silent, then erupted. In Kisumu, mothers wailed.
Tuko na hasira kama Wajaluo wamebaki kipofu. Hatujui chenye itakuwa itatokea kwa Kenya sasa. Tuko na uchungu mingi kama mimi mama mzazi mwenye anazaa mtoto. Nimesikia uchungu sana kwa hii kifo ya Raila. Raila ametuacha pali mbaya. Hatutasikia chochote. Raila!
In the streets, in Nairobi CBD, crowds flooded the avenues chanting Baba. Baba, why have you left us? Some cried, some cursed, and some demanded answers. The home of Mama Ida Odinga became a national altar.
Na hii nchi hata ikiwezekana ibadilishwe kutoka kuwa Kenya iitwe Raila Odinga. Hii nchi sasa ibadilishwe kwa sababu amekuwa kiunganisha hii nchi. Kwa hivyo nchi ile tunataka, Mheshimiwa Ruto yuko hapa, tutambuomba kwa ajili ya sisi ya kwamba jina ya Kenya lazima ibadilishwe. Tulipewa jina.
President William Ruto arrived flanked by top security and clergy. Cameras rolled as he embraced Mama Ida, an image that spoke volumes. Political rivalry suspended, if only for a moment. By brief, the government confirmed it was coordinating the repatriation of Raila's body from India. Outside the compound, thousands gathered, many still chanting, Raila, why have you left us? In Siaya, some chanted Ruto must go, a raw reminder that even in death, Raila's name carried political fire. Kenya wasn't just mourning a man, it was mourning an idea of resistance, of democracy, of unfinished battles. Across the country, leaders reacted. Mombasa Governor Abdul Swamad Nasir called him the conscience of our democracy. Former allies and foes alike issued statements, from Mudavadi to Kalonzo, from Karua to Wetangula. All admitted Kenya had lost its most unifying opposition voice. In Kisumu, sirens wailed as processions began. And yet, beneath the tears, unease brewed. Without Raila, who speaks for the voiceless? Who calms the storm of 2026 politics that now seems wide open? For over 4 decades, Raila Odinga was the heartbeat of Kenya's democratic struggle. Detained without trial in the 1980s, tortured under Moi's regime, yet he rose again and again. He birthed ODM, fathered devolution, and championed constitutional reform. His rivals feared him, his followers adored him. To many Kenyans, he was both the architect of hope and the mirror of their frustrations. But beyond politics, Raila represented continuity. From the streets of Kibera to the summit of the African Union, he embodied the belief that leadership was service, not entitlement. His voice, hoarse yet unwavering, became the soundtrack of Kenya's journey toward justice. The irony is chilling. In 1994, Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, Raila's father, also died suddenly in Kisumu. After years of battling heart complications, he too had lived a life of defiance, opposing regimes, championing multi-party democracy. He died aged 82 years. And now, 3 decades later, his son's death at 80 years mirrors that same arc: a long struggle, a quiet decline, and a nation left grappling with loss. 2 generations of Odingas, bound by destiny and democracy, both leaving Kenya with unfinished business. Kenya has lost many leaders, but this one feels different. Because Raila wasn't just in politics, he was in people's hearts. He symbolized defiance, reconciliation, and resilience all at once. As Raila's body makes its final journey home from India, the grief feels heavier than politics. Streets will be lined up with candles, songs of freedom replayed in mourning, and amid the tears, a quiet fear. What now? What next? Will his legacy unite or divide Kenya? Will his death spark a new political chapter or reopen old wounds? In the end, Raila Odinga's story was never about winning power. It was about redefining it. And perhaps, in death as in life, Baba's greatest act is to remind Kenyans that democracy is not inherited, it is defended. Rest in peace, Baba, the enigma, Raila Amolo Odinga.
Down the Bay of Mexico, where the sun shines daily on a mountain top, I took a trip on a sailing ship. When I reached Jamaica, I made a stop. But I'm sad to say I'm on my way. Won't be back for many a days. My head is down, my head is turning around. I had to leave a little girl in Kingston town.
Newsroom, Maisha TV, Bushabi Junior.